Hi guys, welcome back. This is a day one for collection playlist, and from today I wanna start this playlist and we're gonna complete each and every classes and interface related to this framework, okay, in depth. So if you know like how the way we are following, if you are following that microservices series, right? So we're gonna complete this playlist in the way of like we are planning for interview or we are preparing for interview. So it means what I mean that we're gonna complete each and every topic in detail, where like why we are using it and how we are using it, what is the internal implementations, each and every concept. After watching this playlist, you don't have each, I think so, single question in mind, okay? So yeah, so without waste time, let me tell you about myself. My name is Ashwani Kumar and I'm working as a software developer, and right now I'm working with the P26 Sapient. Okay, so if you are interested in microservices, I have published some videos here, you can watch it, okay? Yeah, these are doing pretty good, and the first videos crossed like up to 5k. Okay, and you are interested in pretty more content like CI/CD pipeline, Docker, Spring Data, JPA, Spring Boot interview questions, you can take it from here. So let me come to that point. If you checked on internet like what is a collection framework, you will not found this diagram. I'm not saying not found, you will rarely found this diagram, because like all are not recommended to teach like this, okay? Like first came here or all the, because it is very complex to be make someone understand. So let me make you first thing clear, these all two things are different here, okay? First is collection, okay, and second one is this map interface. Both are, this collection interface, map interface, both are like two part, okay? So first thing, if you can see here, this is really like complex thing, so we will summarize this, and we will first complete the summarize architecture, which is this one, right? And if we understand this completely, like how this all classes interfaces are working, then we came back to this one. Okay, got it. I'm not saying we'll not complete, we will complete each and everything. So we will see each and everything, like how, what is this abstract list is, and what is abstract sequential, what is in green mark. Generally people leave all these things is written in a green color, okay? So we will see each and everything, okay? And I will make you understand why we are using this and why these all classes are external or implemented, all these things, okay? So let me take you here the summarized diagram. So if you can check, this is an interface, right? And this is also interface. So let me first consider this one, and this is like extend this iterate level one, okay? So we have on top of three component like list, queue, and set, okay? So we will discuss each and everything one, and I will let me make you understand what all these things is. Then we will go for list. We will start our first topic of this playlist, okay? First thing first, the list we will see in detail, and today only we will start this array list, okay? Yeah, see why we are following a list. Like if my need is like I want to be an insertion order and I want a duplicates element there, so we will go for a list. And queue, if you see, if you want to follow some order like first in first out, okay, then you want to follow that queue if you are reading on a graduation. And set, okay, you don't need a duplicates and you don't need an insertion order, then you go for a sets. And different set implementation give you the different functionalities, as followed here also. List, different implementation like vector and stack and array list give you the different functionality. So let's, without waste time, this is an overview, okay? And map, when we want to store a key value pair, then we'll go for a map. Just if you don't understand, just not worried about it, we will follow our list, okay? So first thing is we have a list here. So what is a implementation for list is array list, okay? We have a list interface and we have array list for that. So let's start with array list first, okay? So let's come where it is gone. Yeah, I have prepared something for you here, so you will get a clear idea what is all things and why we will gonna learn each and everything. So first thing first, like it is an implementation, okay? It is an implementation for a list, or we can say that when we are using an array list, it will it will implement a list, okay? And present in java.util package, okay? Yeah, it is first point, it will present in java.util package. heterogeneous objects are allowed. Whatever thing I have mentioned here, do not worry about it. Whatever the point I have mentioned, we will gonna see in practical way all the points which we have mentioned here. Okay, and implements random access, clonable and serializable. The most important question when you say in your interview, like it's implements random access, clonable and serializable. Okay, the question came to from the interview is what is random access and interface, and what is serializable interface, right? It is a class, that's why it's implement. I think you got it that. Okay, so random access and serializable, it's a marker interface. And what is a marker interface here? It's contain nothing, like JVM is responsible for giving the particular functionality for that interface. Like if you are implementing particular interface like marker interfaces, so they don't have any inbuilt compatibility like functionality. JVM is responsible to giving a functionality on the basis of that marker interface. So my ArrayList classes is implement random access. Why it implement a random access? I have written here. Okay, why does ArrayList implement a random access interfaces? So if you can check here, random access interface is used to retrieve any random element in the collection at the same speed. How? Like what I'm saying here, let's check. Okay, if you, this is my ArrayList, okay, not playlist, and this is the index we have following here, and suppose this is 0, okay, and 1 2 3 4, and this is 5 and 6, and I have set like my ArrayList A, okay, and I want this object from 1, index 1, so it will take order of 1, right? It will take a complexity of order 1 for giving me the object for particular object, right? And if I say I want a same in the same way I want an object, or I want a data from this particular 6th index, so what do you think, how much time it should you take? Because if you are going from this starting, it will be taking this particular time, okay, and if you are going at the end, how much time it should be take, right? No, it's not happen like that. That's why we are implement that random access. It means it will giving a functionality. So like it doesn't matter like my ArrayList is a contain a 0th index, or it will contain 6th index, or tomorrow it will take like 100 like this many. So if you are taking a data from the like first index or 0th index, it will take a same time, or if you are taking a data from the last index, it will take a same time. I think it's clear like what is the meaning of like random access. Okay, now the second thing is what we have written here, it is implement a serializable, right? So what is the meaning of serializable? If you not implement that particular serializable, it means like if you are transferring a data, or if you are sharing storing a data into the file, so you need your object into the like stream format, right? So that's why we are implement that. And why implement the clonable? Okay, if you want to make sure like if you want to make sure like you want to particular like clone particular object of your class, so that's why you are implementing that clonable object, because it depends like with what type of cloning you want to do, like it is shallow or deep cloning, it totally depends on you which you want to do. Okay, but that's why we are implementing, because clonable is giving a functionality of doing a clone for an object. Okay, let me make this little big. Yeah, okay, yeah, so let's came to the next point. Insertion order preserved. What is meaning of this insertion like insertion order preserved? If we have this array list, right, and like we have following this particular indexes, so if you are inserting a value like by calling a some object, by calling a some method, so if you say like here I've insert 1 or insert 4 5 6 7, okay, and 22 like this, and 0, so when you print this particular array list, it will print in this format like 1 and 4 and dot 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 and like this 0. Okay, not dot dot dot. Okay, it will like this, the way it insert, okay, it will print and the same way. Got it? Yeah, this is called insertion order preserved. Okay, and second thing, duplicates allowed. What we have written here, duplicates allowed. What is the meaning of duplicates allowed? What we are doing here, we are storing a data of integer type like wrapper classes data, or you can say like directly you can say integer value also, it will internally convert it to the wrapper classes. Okay, Yeah, so if you're storing a data like a string type or something integer type, to suppose we have few more indexes, okay, and I have stored 6 here, right? And again I want to store 6. So what do you think, it will allow me to store? Yeah, of course it is allowed. That's why it's a property of array list. Okay, yeah. And same thing, if you want to store again this 7 value, is it allowed you 7? Yeah, of course it is allowed. Okay, so let me erase this and come to the second point. I hope it is visible to you, right? uh, yeah. uh, yeah, ArrayList grow automatically, which fully based on the load factor and current capacity. Actually, when you say ArrayList particular thing like this, if you say ArrayList and if you are using integer or any other wrapper classes here, and you say ArrayList equals to new ArrayList, okay, if you are doing like this, okay, so it means when you creating an object, okay, at that time your array list will be initialized with the indexes, with the 10 indexes. It means capacity, like it will give you the, like JVM will initialize your array list with the capacity of 10. It means at a time, once time you can able to load like 10 values or 10 data or 10 object inside the your array list. And what is a like internal working of that, like it's totally like we have default load factor equals to 0.75. And why f is written here, because it is a double value. And threshold value, how can you calculate the threshold value? It is like current capacity. Like suppose I will give you the example here. If you want these nodes, okay, because I have written all the bullet points here, so you can just comment down. I will either attach in description or I will give it to you. Okay, so let's suppose you have current capacity, like you the default capacity is 10, because you are calling here default constructor, so you will have 10 capacity here. And we have all the constructor we will discuss, okay, and then you will get idea what is the current capacity and how it will be initialized. So if we have a current capacity 10, so what is the threshold value, like what is the threshold, how it will be calculated, like it is 10, okay, and yeah, it is 10 and it is multiplied by 0.75. So what do you think, what is the answer is, right? 7.5, but it's integer because we are good dealing with the capacity, so we will take a 5 on the 7 only. Okay, so what is the internal working around it, how it is working, let me tell you. So let's come again here. Suppose you have created an array list object, okay, with a capacity of 10. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So let me give the number first. 0 1, and this is 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Perfect. So you are creating your array list with this default constructor, right? So let's suppose this is a current capacity 10. So this is created and you have inserted a value at 1 and 2 3 4 5 6, okay, and this 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, okay. Now as soon as possible, like the what the load factor is saying, as you check here, whenever you insert a value at index 7, okay, it means like 7 we are following an index from 0 to 9 for a capacity 10, right? We are for capacity 10, so index is 0 to 9, so it means you will insert a value at index number 6. So as soon as you are inserting a value at index number 6, a new array list will be created like this, okay. A new array list will be created, and what is the formula of creating a new array list? That is current capacity into 1.5, okay, plus 1. It means 10 into 1.5, right? Okay, and plus 1. This is like this. okay, and plus 1. So it will give you the result of 16, right? Yeah. So what will happen when as soon as possible you are inserting a value at your 6th index, one new array list will be created, and whatever the data inside this whole array list, it will automatically copy it into the new array list, okay? And the now capacity of your array list is 16. So till here, like 9th index, till here 9th index, your data is available, like old data which is available in this, okay, and it is destroyed. Now your that reference also is pointing to this, like you have created and give the reference variable al, right, and pointing to it. So now reference variable is not available to it, so it is a part of garbage collector, and garbage collector take care of it and destroyed it, okay? Now you are just using this one, you don't know like what thing is happening internal, okay? So now the capacity is 16. So this is the internal working of this whole array list. So anything we have remained here for in the internal and theoretical part? No. Now we have completed, and few more things to be when we discussed related to the, like in coding, I will tell you related to the array list, and we will discuss each and everything, okay? And the main question when we are going for the, like when interviewer asks you like, do you know the collection frameworks? Yeah, there's a collection framework. So once the question asks to me in a collection framework, that is like what do you mean by this collection framework? So let me make you first understand that. I think we can cover in the first thing only, okay? If you, what is a collection framework? Suppose this is your objects, okay? This is a string object, integer object, whatever object, this, right? These are the object, and if you want to represent all these individual object as a group, in group of entity, like one single entity you want to represent it. So what you will do, you will put into the container, just a container type, right? And you are representing here. So it is a collection of object. So understand like what is a collection is, but what is a framework here? You, like for representing all these individuals, like all these individual object into the, like this same one single group, what you need some code, or you need some helper classes, right? So that class is an interface which help you to put all these individual object into that group. What does mean? It's mean a framework, okay? So understand what is collection and what is framework. So that is mean collection framework, okay? And now the second thing is, when you say like the collection framework, then they will ask like why does frameworks in a come picture, why do you not need API? So what, like basically the question is, what is the difference between a collection and API? So let me tell you, I have discussed it in the, like in microservice classes also. Every API is always incomplete, okay? Whatever API you have used, like when you're like, might be you're working to the, let me give you the example in RESTful services. So we have that API, that JAX-RS, right? Jersey. So we have an implementation of that Jersey JAX-RS runtime, right? So like Jersey given an API to you to like build your RESTful services, but we need an implementation also. So vendor came in a picture and gave that Jersey implementation, that is JAX-RS, right? Okay. So that the same thing followed here. API, what does API will give you? API will give you interfaces and classes, and most of the time API is, not most of the time, all the time the API is incomplete, and you need a like implementation for that. And the most important thing, when the API give you the thing like interfaces and classes, those will be loosely, like not tightly coupled. What it means, like their dependency of each other is more, right? That's why it's called tightly coupled. And when come to the framework it is a loosely coupled. Like when you see the Spring Boot, you can do anything, right? In that framework, like anything, whatever that is present, you can do anything. The same thing is go to the collection framework. You can do anything in the collection framework, okay? Like whatever the functionality they have provided. So the classes and interfaces present in the collection, like frameworks, not particular collection, any framework, that are not tightly coupled, they are loosely coupled, okay? Now I think and the most important of first, like second point is the API will do, they will like you need something like for writing a database logic in every classes, you need a boilerplate code for that, right? To like in every classes you need to perform a JDBC code or anything when we are performing a basic JDBC operations. So when you go to the framework, so what happened, the framework will give you the one certain class, like to do not perform that particular boilerplate code. So API doesn't give you the boilerplate code, frameworks give you the boilerplate code. Like you don't need to perform, buddy, you just use this and your work will be done. So that's how all these frameworks come in a picture, like for Spring, for JDBC modules, and from this collection frameworks and all. So I think this answer is clear, why we need API and why we need a framework, right? So if you learn something from this video, So just do subscribe, like my channel, and yeah, share this video with your friends who need this for interview preparations. Okay, and next video we're gonna do like coding related to ArrayList, and we will see each and everything in detail, like in a practical manner. Okay, and yeah, we will complete interview questions too, like what thing people ask in interview. That's question belong to the coding questions. So please do subscribe, do like button, yeah, and if you like something, do comment. Yeah, till now I will see you in next video. Bye bye.